Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a very quick video just to show you some images. But before I do that, let me just tell you exactly what I'm going to be driving at. Okay? What is the purpose of me showing you these images? Okay? And to see how low we have come and how ridiculous, okay, how ridiculous humanity as a creation has become. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let me just tell you this before I read this and then read a couple of verses from the Bible. First of all, believe it or not, humanity does not know and will not know until it is too late who she's been dealing with in terms of spiritual entities from the spiritual realm, which are really the fallen angels. People has called them all kinds of names throughout human history. They have named many different gods, which I will go through them. They have called them extraterrestrial beings, UFO, you name it. Unidentified flying saucers, UFO. But anyway, or objects. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me read this. And then let's go to some Bible verses and then for my summary. So here we go. First of all, I'm thinking about the titles of this video. I might just call it like the devil's paradigm of the ridiculous, or maybe the devil's audacity of the ridiculous. Anyway, I'm still playing with the titles. But anyway, let me read this to you. Ladies and gentlemen, the fallen angels know that what they have done in the sight of God and man has been ridiculous and stupid to the max. And Satan, their leader, as that old serpent called the devil, realized that there is no turning back now. He knows that he has indeed arrived to the point of no return. Due to his days being numbered upon the face of the earth. It's not like as the days of Noah, even though these days will be in terms of the evil going around, and in terms of the evil going on in the world, ladies and gentlemen. These are the days of, as the Bible clearly tells us. But check this out. Back in the days of Noah, the demons were not bound. They were not destroyed. So they kept on working humanity. Okay? Because humanity got a second chance. God hoped that humanity would have learned a lesson. Okay? Being that Noah was just. In fact, if we go to the book, look at this. In Genesis, okay? Genesis chapter 6, starting in verse 8, it says, "But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord." 9. These are the generation of Noah. Noah was just a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with God. Now, what does this mean? It means, ladies and gentlemen, plain and simple, straight up and down, this man was not contaminated by the genes that infected the giant, through which I call it the giant satanic genes. Okay? The whole earth was full of evil, just like Sodom and Gomorrah. Before they were destroyed. The whole earth was evil. Okay? But check this. So God destroyed that generation, that first humanity. And then Noah's wife and his 3 sons and their wives, that's where all of us came out of, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you want to accept it or not, whether you want to believe it or not, it really doesn't make a difference to me. See, I'm here as your messenger, because I am a soldier of God. I'm God's soldiers in these last days. I'm not perfect, but I'm aware of what I need to do in the spiritual battle that we are engaged in. There's no turning back now. I cannot go back to selling drugs like I used to do back in the 1980s and 1990s in New York City, which is where I grew up. There's no turning back. Because right now I'm in the path of perfection. So I digress. Here we go. So the devil knows he's at the point of no return, due to his days being numbered upon the face of the earth, under his satanic system, due to the unstoppable prophecies that needs to be fulfilled right now on earth, which include, once again, the end of the devil's total reign or the devil's total hold on humanity, and his eternal suffering on the future hell fire. See, ladies and gentlemen, there is no hell right now. There will be. Okay? All right? There is no hell. Because if I died right now and I go to hell, then there won't be no judgment, no final judgment for me, because my destiny has been sealed. So check the logic here, ladies and gentlemen. You mean that when God comes, he's going to call me straight from hell and say, well, Reuben, since you've been an evil young man, I condemn you back to hell. See, it doesn't make any sense, ladies and gentlemen. The final judgment of the human creation will come very soon. Okay? That's what it is. That's why the Bible clearly tells us the second death. Okay? So what is a poor devil to do besides of what he has already done? With the following mischievous evil things he has made sure that humans do. Yeah, to him, this is a mischievous thing. He plays with humanity, you see. He mocks humanity, and he laughs at the human creation, especially in these very last days that we are living. He loves that when a woman, for instance, does an abortion, which is legal now. He loves it when 2 men get married, in a homosexual relationship, because he knows that goes against nature, because 2 men cannot procreate life. Okay, here we go. So what's the devil to do with the following mischievous thing that he has made sure the humans do? Well, disobedience. That was the first one, disobedience to their creator, resulting in death. and destruction. 2, taking God's place in human conscience by making in human consciousness by making humanity believed and follow other gods, such as, here's some of them: Baal, Malcolm, Ra, which was the main sun god in the Egyptian dynasties, Anubis, the god of death, Mazda Ahura, the god that the Medo-Persian Empire used to worship, Zeus, the following empire, okay, the Greek Empire, Apollo, the doctor, the philosopher, right? Shiva, Kali, the destroyer of demons, Kalima, Krishna, Inti, the god of the Incas, the Indian Incas in South America, Jupiter, the main god of the Roman Empire, Minerva, Atabe, which was the main god of the Taino Indians in Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. Kukulkan, the sun god, which was the main god for the Mayans. Quetzalcoatl, which was the sun god for the Aztec Empire, which, by the way, they both mean the same thing under different languages. So what am I saying here? Kukulkan and Quetzalcoatl means the same thing because they follow each other. The serpent god. In the Aztec Empire, you had what? They used to speak what? Nahua. You got Colombia. You got Diana. You got the god of the main god of the Native American Indians, Wakantanka. Now you got the voodoo, the main voodoo god called Papalegbak. That's the most powerful voodoo god. Then you have Allah, which is the God of the Islamic faith. But ladies and gentlemen, if we do a research, it means actually Allah is a moon god, predating Islamic Arabia. Islamic Arabia, ladies and gentlemen. It predates Islamic Arabia. Not to mention the 99 names of God. So Allah, ladies and gentlemen, is an entity. So I mean, if you ask somebody that speaks Arab and that is their main language, like from Arabia, Saudi Arabia, from the Middle East, that speak the Arabic language, and you ask them as a Muslim, what does the name Allah means? What is it? Oh, it means God in Arabic, which is the same thing in English, God, that He created everything. But in reality, if you go back into time, Allah was actually a moon god. By the way, once again, it predates Islamic Arabia. Not to mention the 99 names of God. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to come out of this brainwashing system to which we have been accustomed to, we have been brainwashed. Number 3, what does the devil to do? Well, he controls the masses through the political figures' heads, in power through our earthly governments. If you don't believe me, well, look at the government, what they're doing around the earth right now. Australia, France, Canada, United Kingdom, the Netherlands, Belgium, Austria, you name it, ladies and gentlemen. The Third Reich is back with the vengeance, because that's what the beast system will be about. Okay? So the Third Reich, Hitler don't have anything in this last generation, because they will be going around asking you, show me your papers, please. So these earthly governments are making you believe that they love you and care about you and care about your well-being, and that your vote really, really counts, and you believe them. Number 4, what is the devil to do besides some of the things that are keeping humanity in check by respecting and pushing religious concepts and beliefs, which they know is a big farce, a big lie, to justify all the groups pushing their satanic concept and beliefs on the masses. In other words, Satanism, which is part of the agenda. By pushing, and they tell you about a constitutional clause called what? Freedom of speech, they say. Let's keep going. So, ladies and gentlemen, when it rains on an already wet human brain, it drowns logic. It drowns reasoning. It drowns the truth. Hence the reason truth isn't accepted in this present satanic matrix, which will soon self-destruct. Okay? I mean, God will destroy this system, because it will try to attack the Savior of humanity itself, when he comes with powers, with thousands upon thousands upon thousands of his angels, when he comes back to earth with power. Man will, because under the direction of the devil, will try to use nuclear weapons. I mean, I'm telling you, we are ridiculous. We are the clowns of creation, period. So let me say it again so you can get it. When it rains on an already wet human brain, it drowns logic, it drowns reasoning, it drowns the truth. So, hence the reason the truth isn't accepted in this present satanic matrix, which will soon self-destruct. 5. The teaching of the theory of evolution. There's another ridiculous thing. How can you teach a theory and think that it is a fact when it hasn't been proven? In fact, the opposite has been proven. that there is a creation, and they know it. Science know it, because they know that within a cells there is a cell is like a factory. That's why they know how to manipulate cells, ladies and gentlemen. But here we go. Throwing mesmerizing and hypnotizing words to the mass in their twisting of the truth, such as and making, once again, making you believe that they care about you. Climate change, which is a lie. Climate has always changed. In fact, the Creator is gonna show humanity the true meaning of climate change very soon. B, racism. They know racism does not exist. That's just a byword to control the masses and to divide society. You understand? They see, because governments get power through divisions of their particular society. Here we go. Racism does not exist. Evil is a spiritual war that exists. Because if I say in my heart that I hate every white people on this earth, it supersedes racism, you see? That means there's evil in me. Because at the end of the day, we are all one. We are all one human race. You understand? So racism, get that thing off your mind, ladies and gentlemen. That's how they control you. Equality. Oh, let's all be equal. To diversity. Oh, let's diversify. Let's all be diversity. Let's teach critical race theory to our kids and learn and teach them that they gotta hate themselves if they happen to be white. See how evil that is? It's not racism. It's just evil. Oh, we are all in this together, people. So let's do what we gotta do out there to keep each other safe. Okay. E, the word misinformation. Misinformation according to who? Misinformation according to the concept of this earth? According to the people that call themselves leaders? Which confuse the masses by design? Is that what you consider real information? Or is it the information that comes out of the mainstream media like CNN, MSNBC, Fox? You consider them? Wow. It is very sad. In fact, based upon this word misinformation, I have gotten strikes on this platform, and I have channel closed on this platform. It's sad. And the other word is conspiracy theorist, which is a term which was pushed by the CIA back in the 1960s. You understand? Because remember, ladies and gentlemen, the devil is ahead of us by many, many, many years. That's why they show you what they're gonna do in your face, just like it was on 9/11. By giving you movies, even in cartoon, subliminal messages. Anyway, let us go to Matthew 6. Matthew 6. Mm. Matthew chapter 6. Matthew chapter 6, verse 24. It says, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. You cannot serve two masters. Don't play yourself. Proverbs 14, verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I'm about to tell you about concerning the links real quick before I close out this video. The links that I'm about to show you, to send you, is the supposedly birth of the baby, of the satanic baby, the Baphomet baby in the halls of Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is again, like I was reading, like I read to you, I just read to you. This is all based upon the, well, my freedom of speech. Okay? So, there we go. The birth, because the thing is, the Christian have a Christmas tree there, and they have the Virgin Mary or whatever, the baby Christ. So the Satanists came up and said, wait a minute, they have that right? Let us get in there and get our baby, our Baphomet baby there. You understand? This is all pushed, ladies and gentlemen, by the same devilish leaders who you call your leaders. This is why I don't vote in this system, ladies and gentlemen, because my kingdom is not of this world. See, I work with the world. I help people. I love my neighbors as myself. But I will not get involved in evil things with them. Not anymore. Because I've been awakened. I've been called. This is God's calling. If I disobey this calling, I might as well, I wish that I never would have been born then. This is very serious. So how low can we go? How stupid can we go? There is no limit. There is no limit. We have become so simple-minded, so stupid, so ridiculous. That we cannot escape ourselves. Okay? So, what we must do is repent of our sins, get down on our knees, and pray to God. Obey His 10 commandments, fasting, and when I mean fasting, I mean fasting. Not drinking for at least 24 hours. You want to start with the pleasure with a partial fasting? Yeah. I mean, you could eat, you could start your fasting in the morning, and then, on the sunrise, and then end at sunset. You want to do that? That's good. And the way I do it, and then I guess move on, is the way I do it is by doing it 24 hours, sometimes 48 hours, without drinking or eating anything whatsoever. Praying to God. But there's got to be a reason as to why you're fasting. Remember that you have to dedicate your fasting. Okay? For instance, let me give you an example. You can dedicate your fasting to God. I'm fasting because I want to get closer to you. God, I'm fasting because I want my son to follow you. God, I'm fasting because I want my wife to come and see your ways. God, I'm fasting, and so on. You understand? You got to ask him something. Okay? So it's a spiritual sacrifice. And by the way, it does tremendous good to your digestive system, believe me. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all I have for you now. But just remember, the devil never sleeps. That's why I keep bringing you these videos, okay? He never sleeps. So why should I? You understand? Why should I sleep when I'm one of God's messenger? So please take a look at the links. Please take a look at some of the other lies. Okay? You understand? Remember, these people believe on order out of chaos. That's one thing. They also govern society by what? Problem, reaction, solution. They create a problem, they wait for your reaction, then they got you. They're gonna come as saviors. In the meantime, they were the one that created the problem in the first place. And anyway, so that's all I have for you at this moment. But just remember the purpose of this video. I do this video because I love you all. This is not a political this is not a political channel. This is not what is it? This is not a left or right paradigm channel. This is not, it's not about, they say this is not a religious channel. No, I'm just telling you. In fact, religions has been and always will be the greatest trick play on the human mind by the devil. Okay? Now check this. Another trick that has been played on the human mind is the greatest trick that the devil has played on the human is to make sure, to make humanity believe that he doesn't exist. When he has always been there with us. Through wars, through conflict, through the destroying of the family as we are seeing nowadays. In fact, let me read you one last verse of the Bible, then we call it a day. Let us go to Matthew 24. Matthew 24. Matthew 24. Look at this. Matthew 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. There is no love. There is no love. Ladies and gentlemen, there's an old saying that goes, in fact, Einstein was the one that said it, that if the bees, the one that gives us honey, if the honeybees ever leave, start living and die, then we will be next. No, I don't see. Here's how I see it. The moment that humanity starts killing itself, is killing its baby from the womb, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of humanity. Doesn't have the right to exist. And the leaders know it. They think they're doing a favor to God. Say, God, we're doing you a favor by playing the devil's advocate here, and while you are letting us pass judgment and killing these people that are evil to you. Can you please have mercy on us? See, we supported the homosexual community. We have legalized drugs. We legalize marijuana and other drugs. We let the criminals out of jail so they can start killing other people. You understand? We cause fires just like we did in Colorado, where 3 people missing and thousands of people are homeless right now. Well, I did it with direct energy. You know that. Okay? So, and then the other thing that's going around the world, you know the words, the C word. You know what I'm talking about. So, ladies and gentlemen, man is playing God. He's got the God complex. May God bless you. And remember, there's more. I do this out of love for you people, okay? Remember that, okay? So do not hate your brethren or your neighbor because he hasn't been jabbed yet. Because that's what the leaders want. They want to keep the jab to the left and the unjabbed people to the right. And using it as a political football to even divide the masses even more. Remember, your leaders are Satanists, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they get lost. Don't you see? That's why they get so ridiculous. I mean, look at this man. He has so many demons, he cannot help himself. Joe Biden. Pelosi, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you think that she's high on something, that every time she does this thing? Every time she goes on stage? Have you seen her? So please. God bless. Y'all take care.